I don't really know exactly where my accent has kind of, like how my accent has formed, because I'm actually from Ballymun.
So my accent comes from the north side of the Liffey in Dublin. Came from my mum and my dad.
My accent, I've been told, is very British, and I think it shocks people because I'm an Irish Nigerian girl.
Well, as Gaeilge, deirtear bhfuil céirde canons Connemara, blas Connemara amsa. Basically, sin an toras a bhí am leis atanga, ní cantar dúchsach má, ach dul me mo chud Gaeilge I Connemara na héile an áran.
The first language that I learned was Portuguese from Brazil, so very different to Portuguese from Portugal, so I have kind of a bit that accent. But then my family is from Ecuador.
My accent is Scottish, and I guess more specifically Glaswegian. I'm from Glasgow. But I guess living in Ireland, it sticks out because I think a lot of people before I speak to them presume I'm going to have an Irish accent.
Rugú agus tóga me sé I mhair roirtaí a ganda húna nál, agus is as an cheantar cearan dom éthir agus des mó éthir I níos inú néidan an álabain cégrast conda húna nál, dhí agus tá tionchar ag chingáil de chúlra sin.
My name is Blessing. I am born and raised in Dublin, Ireland, so my accent is from Ireland.
People always say that I would be really good on a podcast.
I don't cringe anymore about my accent. I think I kind of take it as my own now.
Well, in Gaeilge gorá sé mealta. Gorá sé mealtach. Like, is unknown sin.
Like people would just constantly come up to me in college and being like, oh, can you say this word? Can you say this word? Their favourite word for me to say was dirty.
I sound very soft-spoken, and they told me I would be really good at ASMR, and I'm like, okay, that's a talent.
Sílam go minic go gapan daoine ghfuil blas hir chunail Tharbh ceolhar agus Tharbh séimh agus sin ceann na rudaí is mó has na má nuair bhíon daoine caint lomsa.
People seem to want to mimic my accent back to me a lot, and that's always funny to me because they always seem to kind of get it wrong.
And I remember a taxi driver said to me once, if you're Irish, then I'm an astronaut, so that was fun.
Growing up in Ballymun, I used to get slagged off for sounding posh, and I didn't think I sounded posh at all.
I would always kind of struggle to fit in with different communities because within the white community, they see my blackness first. And then within the black community, they hear my voice. And I've always been told growing up that I sound white and I talk white.
Ceann na rudaí is measa a dúirí lomsa agus dúirí seo lom ar hí tairí bhí má ar chusa sairís muintear bon scala a hain chomáid agus bíonar muintearí bon scala cursa dhéanú agus nuair héig daine den na muintearí eile goró Gaeilge agus gorastú na ngáil dúsa bhí si cingáil a caithú nuas ar an chanahain agus ag ré goró muintear chuin na nál na muintear na Gaeltarta in na nál a gcónaí ag tarintúnta si agus goró cingáil drochan chur ag an ganahaint ar taithí agus eisbris daoine háartar tír ar fád an sin nuair bhí si de Jenny Gaeilge agus do bhhair sin nachró caiidean Gaeilge na manscalna go mhaith sin níos mó.
When people hear that maybe it's someone of like an African descent on the phone, sometimes they're not as patient or they don't express a lot of empathy, and I think that's probably something people should keep in mind as well, to be honest.
I remember doing the Euro 2016 campaign, and literally there was just so many comments, and I know social media, but I remember there was just so many comments under it being like, had to turn it off, couldn't get past the accent, or the poem was great, lose the accent.
Then a guy said, wow, but it's incredible because you have so much accent. It's like you arrived yesterday. And I felt hurt because I was like, I didn't know me feeling a bit Irish or feeling like I'm part of Ireland. It goes in dissonance with having an accent,
Accents that sound maybe heavier or thicker, there is definitely a lot of connotations or unconscious biases and prejudice on someone's intelligence or someone's occupation.
I think people need to understand that Accents actually tell a beautiful story of people's journeys. Stories of adaptability, resilience, culture, beauty.
Nach merk een vrehunas. Ag aine rivéan vlas le. Sin a bringlot. Agus like an cúis le sin na like mar dúirt me an ish, it's like níl mochid blas anadoch chomsa ná go ma hálach ná go géanrad go ma stage farsanta. Like either in Gaelic ná Maryland. Agus yeah, go gahamid an chéile agus like go meach códa níos cosú lei seo like céir déad de blas hain cadá sa dagan se agus go grothóg sé níos mó códa ná brehunas.
People way more when you're a migrant or second generation or third, accents carry such an important weight of who we are. So I think really I wish people saw it as more as a lovely thing and something that is actually really precious.
They're all brilliant, they're all interesting, and they all, I guess, tell a story about people. So yeah, just embrace them and talk to people and find out a bit more.
Bheit sé aonanta damórada scóró ardan tucha dan chaúint agus tá sé aonanta hétí bear éigen inis tá aní bhreislein a dú ruí aontathe le gailge chunaál a chun cenne agus de a thuirt a réí éisteart a stáis agus na mílte daoine géisteart leis a fád chuirlí sin agus a géisteart beá radio hain agus tá se galanta go bhfuil si a géisteart nachhfuil si de smuotú fan chaúint agus tá si de fáil taí dé.
I think people need to understand that people's accents are not a medium for you to look down on them. They're not a medium for you to decide whether this person is, worth your time or not, but rather their accent is a reflection of where they've come from. And there's so much beauty in that.